Welcome to Social Post. This is Nihal. Today we are discussing about very serious and important health topic regarding the oral cancer. Most of the people ignore small symptoms like mouth ulcers, wounds, and burnings without realizing how dangerous they become in the future. Habits like smoking, gutka, pan masala, and tobacco are increasing risk rapidly, especially among the young people as well. That is the reason today we have a special guest regarding this oral cancer, Dr. Anshul Singh. We both was discussed a lot of topics regarding the oral cancer. So please watch this video from the starting to ending and subscribe to Social Post. Ma'am, how dangerous is smoking gutka and pan masala for oral cancer, ma'am?
Okay, so smoking comes in two forms.
Okay.
One is a smoked form, one is smokeless form. The smoked form has your cigars, cigarettes, beedies, and snuff. So this is very harmful because it has a lot of carcinogens.
Okay.
Okay, uh, this not only impacts your oral health, it even causes lung cancers.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now coming to your gutka and pan masala, this is like human carcinogens. So it is so abrasive that it causes micro tears in your oral cavity. And when you put supari, you actually put it in your mouth and they keep it there for some time. So this carcinogens directly get absorbed into your bloodstream and it spreads really fast. This causes oral cancer. So they have gutka is, it's like a mix of tobacco, slaked lime. So
Yes.
this is very harmful. It has more than 4,000 chemicals in it, which has more than 40 carcinogens in it. This is very harmful. India is one of the leading countries for oral cancer because of gutka and pan masala.
Ma'am, without any tobacco or pan masala, kuch, we can directly eat a pan, ma'am.
Without, see, if you do not put this betel nut or areca nut in it, without that slaked lime, you can go for pan, but not
Okay.
make it a regular habit. People have it once in a while, that's a different thing.
Occasionally.
But that's just the leaf which gives that flavor. Don't put these chemicals in it which causes cancer,
Okay.
right? So, pan masala, the masala itself is not good. You have khaini, chili, people have these things. They are very harmful.
Ma'am, how can we prevent, ma'am? Then how can we prevent these oral cancers?
So, one of the main thing, as I told you before, stop tobacco, limit alcohol. If a person really cannot stop all this, reduce alcohol, tobacco, pan masala, betel nut. These are very addictive habits. They are
Yes.
life-threatening addictions, basically. Not just for oral cancer, your overall health. You get many more problems with these substance uses. So, main thing would be limit alcohol intake, stop complete cessation from tobacco, betel nut, areca nut, pan masala, supari, all these forms of tobacco. And apart from that, HPV vaccinations, very important.
Yes.
Consult a pediatrician, get the vaccinations done in children. They start from 10 or 11 years of age. Even people up to 45 years of age can take these vaccinations. HPV vaccine is a major criteria for prevention. And then limit your sun exposure. You get exposed in the sun, apply a lip balm which has enough SPF. Then maintain oral hygiene. Definitely maintain oral hygiene by brushing twice, cleaning your tongue, flossing in between your teeth. Ensure there is no food deposited there which disturbs your oral microbiome. And have a lot of water. Oral hydration is very important. At least 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. It ensures that the saliva production is very good. That
Yes.
itself causes, so it gives certain protection to your teeth.
Yeah.
And just do a routine self examination. 1 minute, stand in front of the mirror, 1 minute in a month, check. You just need a mirror and a flashlight for
Yes.
it. Just take a flashlight, check see if there's any abnormalities. If you see something like this, go visit a dentist. And yeah, have a good diet. Diet rich in antioxidants, nutrition, sleep, and stress. This lifestyle management plays a very important role. It's always about stopping your habits, maintaining oral hygiene, and lifestyle management. So if you have a good diet rich in antioxidants, a lot of fruits and vegetables, and green tea, all these prevents the oxidative stress in your body and maintain stress. Stress plays a key role. When a person is in stress, it releases stress hormones like cortisol or catecholamines. Now this can actually impact your mucosal lining.
Okay.
I've seen patients come with precancerous lesions. It's called lichen planus. The patient has no habit of alcohol or tobacco. It's pretty healthy. The patient is healthy, but because of stress, they come with this lichen planus. A lichen
Okay.
planus is where you have lot of burning sensation inside your mouth, and that is a precancerous lesion. So they're surprised because they've never had any of this habit, and still they have a precancerous lesion. So that is because of stress, whole and soul because of stress. So that is where your stress management plays a key role.
Okay.
So, and enough sleep.
Yes.
Everything goes with give your body enough rest.
Okay.
So
Ma'am,
there's
is mouth ulcers are dangerous, ma'am? How
It
it can be
is.
dangerous?
See, mouth ulcers are not normal. It is commonly seen.
Yes.
Okay, having a mouth ulcer is not something which you should be really scared of. It happens. Sometimes you bite onto something
Yes.
hard and your tongue comes in between, or your cheek tissue comes in between. That causes mouth ulcers. But these ulcers heal. They're painful. You can go to a dentist, take some oral gel, or go to an OTC gel, and that soothes it. And they heal. But then sometimes the mouth ulcer is because of a broken tooth. That is where it becomes concerning if it is not healed beyond 2 weeks. So if it is firm, persistent, recurs again and again, and it bleeds, and if it is not healed after 2 weeks too, then you should go and get it checked, because
Okay.
these non-healing ulcers are also a major cause for cancer. Again, a patient who's not have a history of tobacco and alcohol, still if they get cancer, that is one of the reasons.
Okay.
So it's that, like I told you, 90% of the times it's because of tobacco. But what is the 10%? The remaining 10% is because of non-healing ulcers, because of the broken tooth or some kind of trauma. And it could be because of the sun exposure. It could be because of stress. So these are the factors.
Okay. And ma'am, what are the pre-cancer lesions, ma'am?
Okay, so pre-cancer lesions is something which starts as a red or white patch inside your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, so there's pre-cancer lesions, there's pre-cancer conditions. These are something which, if caught at a very early stage, can be prevented from going to a malignant condition.
Okay.
So it's like a warning sign, basically. If a patient has a white or a red patch inside their mouth, which they see or which a dentist checks during a routine health checkup, during a routine mouth checkup. So that is something which can be caught at a very early stage and diagnosed properly and given the right treatment. So these are generally painless. So cancers start painless. They're not painful when they begin. So these conditions, the white patches are called leukoplakia. The red patches is called erythroplakia. There are some fibrous bands inside your mouth, because of which there'll be restricted mouth opening. Mouth opening is so restricted that the patient cannot even open their mouth to put even 2 fingers inside their mouth. So you can imagine how painful it is. The patient cannot eat anything. There's constant burning sensation inside the mouth. There's restricted tongue movement. So these are precancerous things which can be treated. If detected at an early stage, they can be treated and prevented from going into cancer. So it's
Okay.
before cancer. Just
Before-
before cancer, there's a phase. So that has to be checked by the patient, self-examination, or go to a dentist, and they'll catch it.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, ma'am, for coming to Social Post.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.